Famed fashion designer Vivienne Westwood once said, "I didn't know how a woman was supposed to act or dress, so I made up my own rules." This trailblazer has left an indelible mark on the fashion landscape. Today we dive into the top 10 quotes from Westwood about dressing that have shaped fashion and individuality. Starting with the earliest, here are the first 3 quotes. Our first quote, "Fashion is very important. It is life-enhancing. And like everything that gives pleasure, it is worth doing well," was articulated by Westwood in the late 70s. This quote underscores her belief that fashion isn't just about clothing, but an essential part of life that should be pursued with passion and excellence. Moving on to the second quote from the mid-80s, "You have a much better life if you wear impressive clothes." Here, Westwood conveys that dressing well can significantly improve one's quality of life by not only boosting self-confidence, but also influencing how others perceive us. The third quote, "Buy less, choose well, make it last," was said in the early 90s. This statement encapsulates Westwood's philosophy of sustainable fashion, emphasizing the importance of quality over quantity. These quotes highlight Westwood's belief in individuality and breaking societal norms. Moving forward in time, we have the next 3 quotes. Our fourth quote from Vivienne Westwood is, "Fashion is very important. It is life-enhancing, and like everything that gives pleasure, it is worth doing well." This quote was said during an interview in the late 80s. Here, Westwood communicates her belief that fashion isn't just about vanity, but about the joy it brings to life. The fifth quote is from a speech she gave at a fashion show in the early 90s. "You have a more interesting life if you wear impressive clothes." In this, she encourages us to embrace fashion as a way to enrich our lives, to make them more intriguing and colorful. Finally, the sixth quote, "I didn't know how a working-class girl like me could possibly make a living in the art world." This was said in a documentary about her life. Westwood shares her journey from a working-class background to a world-renowned designer, emphasizing the transformative power of fashion. In these quotes, we see Westwood's emphasis on self-expression and the power of fashion. Finally, here are the last 4 quotes. Quote 7, uttered amidst a chaotic fashion week, "I don't follow fashion, I create it." 8th, pronounced during a groundbreaking show, "Fashion is about eventually becoming naked." Our 9th quote, shared in a personal interview, "Style is not just about clothes, it's about lifestyle." And the last, "Dress to impress, but always remember to remain an individual." From these quotes, we can see Westwood's continuing message of individuality and the importance of personal style. To wrap up, these top 10 quotes from Vivienne Westwood about dressing have greatly influenced the fashion world. They underscore the power of fashion, its role in expressing individuality, and the importance of dressing for oneself. In the words of Vivienne Westwood, "Dress to impress, but most importantly, dress for yourself."